Hi guys. Well, today is the day. I know I talked about a live, but this is going to be a video instead. Happy birthday to me. And yes, happy birthday to this young gal. Here I am, age 20. All those stories you see about what would I tell my 20-year-old self? Well, we both showed up. Today is a good day because you know what? If I wasn't having a birthday today, the alternative is dead. So this is a good day to be saying, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Leedy. Happy birthday to us. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my gosh. You know, I kind of thought, well, what am I going to put on this? Because it's not just, it sounds so simple, right? What would you tell your 20-year-old self? It sounds so easy until you actually really sit down and start giving it some thought. And then it just gets all kind of muddled up and mixed up and you go, where am I going to go with this? And I actually ended up going to TED. If you haven't, I love the people that speak on TED. And I thought, and it was really interesting because there were speakers there that spoke about, you know, what would they tell their 20-year-old self. Some were point on, some went kind of all over the place on it. But the ones that really made an impact on me, listening to them, are the ones that really were, I felt they were authentic and really spoke about them, you know, their history, or, you know, what would they would actually say to this 20-year-old person. And so I thought, okay, if I'm going to do this, I have to be authentic. So I'm going to be as authentic as I can be. I don't want to get too deep, but I think there's some things we need to talk about, because you got to remember, me being 70 where I am today, there was a lot of stuff going on in people's lives in the 50s. I was a little kid in the 50s, but in the 60s, those were my teen years. And there was a lot of stuff going on. And there were a couple of things that you always, as a young person, depending the family and the dynamics and so forth, it was you made your bed, you lie in it. The other one was, well, everybody's got skeletons in their closet and we do not talk about them. And if you were, their children were not, depending again on your family, weren't given a lot of consideration. Don't do as I do, do as I say. And even though what they might be doing to you might be so wrong, too bad. So I thought, you know, I have to be somewhat authentic if I'm going to actually put something out there that hopefully is going to be of some value to somebody who's 20. Because you know what? I've traveled the journey. So now I'm hoping to share something with you that if you're 20 or 25 and you're watching this, that you can say, hey, you know what? That's a good tip. I'm not telling you what to do, but it might be a good tip and you might pick up on it. And I'm going to tell you what I would have liked this beautiful young woman to know. And it's really kind of sad because for me, looking back, I go, wow, if I'd have had some really loving, caring guidance and direction in my life, I wonder how different it could have been. But you know, you can't dwell on those things. It is what it is. And I'm very proud of myself to have arrived where I have arrived. Leedy, what are your thoughts on it? Okay, from where you're looking at me now. You're 20, and here I am. I'm you. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Well, I think, Leedy, I am really proud of the woman that you became. And the reason I'm really proud is because I know what we went through and I know where we have been. And so I would never, ever have thought or dreamed for a period in our life that this could have ended up the way it did. Okay. So I'm thinking that I wish for me, I'm looking at you, and what I want to tell you is all those names that you were called, all those horrible, horrible names that you were called almost on a daily basis, all the things that you were not told that you should have been told. Oh my gosh, I can't cry in this video. I'm so glad that we got to get to where we were, that you knew there's different. But I wish you'd have known that back then. I wish you'd have had more of that knowledge. I wish I could have told you that you are beautiful and you are vibrant and you have a voice. You're entitled to a voice, and that you are not fat, you are not stupid, you're certainly not ugly. I wish I could have told you all of those things. Actually, I wish I could have held you and just told you all of those things. Yeah, that's kind of really sad. But I'm so glad now. I'm looking back at you, and I'm so glad that she had the strength when she was about 33 to start learning and teaching yourself of your self-worth and your self-value. And it was really important that she learned that, because she now had 3 children. And so it was really important that she would be capable of somehow passing that on to her children. That doesn't mean I've never hurt my children. I not outright, not knowingly, but I've certainly, I'm sure over the years have hurt them in lots of ways, but not knowingly, like going, oh my gosh, I should never have done that. That has hurt my children. But I am so proud of who you've become. What are your thoughts about where I am? Well, my thoughts are, when I think back when I was 20, and I'm really glad that you're 70, that you've arrived. But 70 was like in another universe. I mean, the only people that I knew that were 70 were like just really, really old people, or or somebody lost a grandparent or whatever, they had died. And I would say, how old were they? How old was her grandmother? And they say 70. You go, oh, well, at least she had a nice long life. Well, excuse me, I'm here now, and 70 does not, now that I've arrived, 70 is not old. I'm really hoping I can get at least 20 or 25 years more out of this. But, so what do I wish as a 70-year-old that you would have done to make it easier for me where I am today? And you know what? I really wish I would have had paid more attention to family health issues, whether they be, like for me, I suffer with osteoarthritis, but I wish I would have paid more attention to things like heart disease, arthritis in different ways, shapes or forms, family history. So I could have, when you were 20, you could have paid more attention to those things, that you could have, altered your diet or got on board with the correct exercises and carried them through your whole life. So when you got here, you're not sitting here with a hip replacement and twice on one leg, a knee replacement and revisions. So maybe we could have, if you'd have known that, you would have done things a little bit differently. But not knowing it, we do what we do. It's been an interesting journey. I'm really proud who we've become. I am really proud of how you got yourself out of where you were and ended up to who you are today. That doesn't mean that I don't still have pain, that pieces of my heart have been just shattered, especially when you become a mother yourself, or you look back on life and you go, wow, people, there are children that suffer these things. There are adults that suffer these things. And so I'm really glad that I learned to I guess, I'm going to say 33, I learned that it's never your fault if you are a victim in anything. If you are a victim of mental abuse, physical abuse, somebody hurting you in any way, a disease that tries to eat you up, it's not your fault that you are a victim. I'll tell you what is your fault, is if you decide to remain a victim. If you are in that mode, you need to find out who can help you if you don't have it within you to do it, because getting out of that gives you so much power and so much strength. You could never forgive when you did not forgive forever and ever. And that hurt you big time, because that really ate away at you, didn't it? And I'm so glad as we grew up that I finally understood what that was and put such value in it. Because you know what? I think you always thought if you forgave somebody for what they did to you, that you would have to let them back in your life. And that's not a good place to be when somebody's really not been very nice or kind, or they've been horrendous or horrible. And so once we understood that, we were able to really actually get quite healthy and have good things happen in our lives. So what would I tell my 20-year-old self? Well, sweetie, I don't think there's a whole bunch of things I can tell you. But there's a few things I can tell you. And I think they're really important for you to know. If I could have told you this, it is not about the destination. Because you know what? When you're living your life, the destination is death. I know, scary, right? You need to enjoy the journey, learn from the journey, live through the journey, figure the journey out, and don't sweat the small stuff. Really, at the end of the day, it's really nothing. It's that old saying, right? Worry is a down payment on a debt or a problem or a situation you've not incurred. So if I told you to do anything different back then, would I have been who I am today? Because I have become who I am today because of the journey that you took. And I am glad that there was a point in my life that I figured out that it was the journey. Has it been perfect? No. Was it always what I wanted to be? No. Did I fail? Yes. Did I fall and hurt myself? Yes. All of those things. I've not had a perfect life, but do you know what? I've seen 53 countries. I've been on yachts. I've been in beautiful, gorgeous homes. I've been in not so nice homes. Things change. It's what they say. Shit happens. But you know what? It's been one hell of a journey. And I'm more than happy to sign up for another 20 or 25, because life expectancy is a lot longer than it ever was back in the day. So you know what? I wish you would have known how beautiful you were and are. I wish you would have known that you were never have been stupid, fat, or ugly. And I wish that those words hadn't been drilled into you. But you know what? Even though those horrible things happened to you, they made you one strong hell of a woman today. So you see, I don't know. It's like, I'm really going to say, do I have regrets? Yes, I have regrets. But I've learned so much. I have learned more from my failures than I have from my successes. It's my failures that gave me the success. So I don't know, sweetie. Besides your pain and that piece of your heart that's broken for all those horrible things that happened to you, I'm so proud of the woman you've become. And you know what? From here to the next phase, enjoy your journey. You deserve it. I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you. I want to wish you a very happy 70th birthday, because I think you are a survivor. And I'm glad we're there. Thanks, guys. By all means, if you haven't been to my channel before, they're not all like this. Please subscribe, join us, and of course, a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate, and a comment as well. Thanks. See you guys later. Bye. Say goodbye. See you later. Never goodbye.